Hello and welcome to Everyday Champions in Business, presented by Action Coach Dane County. Action Coach is the world's #1 business coaching company, and this is your opportunity to hear the stories, the tips, and the insider information that makes business and entrepreneurship the greatest game on the planet. I'm Rob Maniaci, enrollment specialist with Action Coach, and today it's my pleasure to introduce Eric Hill. Welcome, Eric.
Hey, thanks for having me, Rob.
All right, my pleasure. Hey, can you start, Eric, by just telling us the name of your organization, when it was founded, your role, how many employees are, how many people are helping you with it, that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name is Eric Hill. I am the founder or co-founder of Project Echelon. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, founded in 2016. The concept started coming to life in about 2014. So, we've been around, just over a decade, which for a 501c3 nonprofit is something to be very proud of. We see a lot of them come and go. Over that journey, we've had to shift and just change the way that we approached the business and the work and the services that we provide, which I'm excited to talk with you about today here, Rob. But as an organization, our mission is to educate, equip, and empower veterans through physical activity. We are unique in that we are both a professional cycling team, actually North America's top-ranked professional cycling team that competes around the world. And we are also a philanthropic service organization, serving that mission to remove barriers to physical activity to help veterans be successful at home, in the workplace, and as leaders in their community. Our professional cycling organization is composed of about 20 athletes and staff members, and they are the service providers that execute on our mission and deliver to our 500 plus veteran community that we work with each year.
Okay, a couple of questions then. You said it sort of changed and evolved over the years. What did
Yeah.
it start out to be, and where is it now, and how did that happen?
Yeah. So I guess our origin story. I've always been an elite athlete. Through college. After college, transitioned straight to professional cycling. Elite athletics is very self-serving, right? Professional athletes. How do I make myself bigger, faster, stronger, better? And I grew up, in a life of service, and wanted to find a way to be able to give back through my passions. And so I had this idea of starting my own program, my own team, and wasn't quite sure what that was going to look like. Simultaneously, my sister is getting deployed to Kuwait. She's a graduate of West Point Military Academy. My brother-in-law, Air Force Military Academy, and a family friend had just made was a veteran or is a veteran, had just made a third attempt at suicide. He reached out and was looking to get physically active again as a way to overcome depression, traumatic brain injury, PTSD, and addiction. And so I saw an opportunity to take my passion for professional sports, in particular cycling, help him get active through his goal of triathlon and completing an Ironman. A year later, we started this organization, and he had successfully completed an Ironman, and it changed his life. It allowed him to take his life back. And so it started with serving one person, and it scaled up over time to, all right, now we've got a team, and a team can serve 12, can serve 100, can serve 220. And year over year, now we serve somewhere between 500 and 600 veteran families a year, and our services that we provide and the partnerships that we hold allow us to scale up that way as well.
Okay, so we're recording this in Wisconsin. Is this a Wisconsin-based organization? And who are the veterans you help, and how does that part of the service work?
Yeah, great. So we are registered in Wisconsin, but we're a national organization. We do not have any brick and mortar sites. We see that as a overhead cost that is unnecessary in today's world, especially as we try to connect a lot with our younger veteran generations. They're not looking to go to a VFW or an American Legion post, or they're engaging in different ways, just like for you business owners, your younger employees are. They're on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, X, Y, and Z, and that's where we are too. But we have veterans that are living in Alaska that never came back home after being stationed abroad and still live in Germany and Italy and Belgium and X, Y, and Z. So we are a national organization that way, but we're founded here in Wisconsin, and this is where we're registered as a business.
Okay, so tell me about the typical service. If you find a veteran who needs and wants your help, how do you engage them?
Yeah, so we work with any veteran, any time or era of service, any branch of service, wounded or non-wounded, or it doesn't matter number of years served either. As long as you're honorably discharged, you're welcome within our organization. The way we work is really word of mouth, organic growth, and just community connection. Folks come, they connect with us really through our website. There's a contact form at projectechelon.org. And within 24 to 48 hours of completing that form, they get a phone call from one of our professional athletes saying, "Hi, my name is Eric Hill. I'm a professional cyclist with the Project Echelon organization. Our mission is to educate, equip, and empower veterans through physical activity. Glad you're here. How can we help?" And we do everything from helping them do goal setting, helping them identify personal strengths and weaknesses, helping them discover how physical activity will help them become better leaders or take control of their life in different ways. We partner with 13 other nonprofit organizations, so we make them aware of those services that they provide because maybe they need help with addiction. That's not what we specialize in. Maybe they need help with housing. We don't specialize in that either. But sport, professional sport, is something that people can galvanize around and draws a unique, interest in people. And so we're able to get them here, and we can help them become aware of all these other things. We particularly just help them get active again. Um, so we go through that goal setting process, and then we have amazing partners who provide discounts, grants, scholarships, things of that nature to help us deliver on our mission. Get them equipment, register them for events, provide them with coaching, X, Y, and Z.
Got it. What's the long-term vision? What do you hope this organization will look like 5, 10 years down the road?
Yeah, to give you a little bit of perspective, Project Echelon is a team, again, the top ranked team in North America. We had one athlete at the Olympic Games this past year in Paris. We had 6 wins in Europe. Europe is, I guess, the epicenter of the sport, very much like Premier Soccer, right? So going over there, competing over there, and getting wins over there is extremely high level and importance for us. On the flip side, on our veteran side, with veterans that we're working with, we had 4 national champions, we had 2 Olympians, and we had 1 Olympic gold medalist of veterans competing in Paris. Our goal is by the 2028 LA Olympics to be the top ranked team in the world and to have Olympic gold medalists from both the able bodied and the paracycling divisions at those Olympic Games on home soil.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure this doesn't happen without awesome funding. How do you pay for this? With the winnings from the cycling, or do you have partners? Who is your
Yeah.
target market when it comes to funding the organization?
Yeah, so we've this is where we've had to diversify, right? So we are primarily funded through sponsorships. Sponsorships have become more and more difficult to come by as there's a bigger influencer market on social media, as dollars become a little bit tighter in every industry. This year, particularly difficult with the election. A lot of people putting money towards campaigns and not towards organizations. And so we've done a couple of things to, I guess, to battle that. One, more targeted fundraising. Whether it be events. So we have a Grand Fondo event that we host in Tucson, Arizona, in March of this coming year. 5th and 6th is the weekend there. So if you're looking to get away from the cold winter and go ride your bike in Arizona, we'd love to have you join us. We're going to host an event in October in partnership with the Wisconsin Veterans Chamber of Commerce around just veteran leadership and employee resource groups and things of that nature. So that'll be another opportunity. We'll have a gala and a golf outing that associates with that. We have started to provide services to businesses. So rather than just saying it's a sponsorship, no, it's a product, it's a service that we can provide. So we want Project Echelon to be a part of your company and its success in supporting your veteran employees. So we help to support and promote employee resource groups for your veterans in return for your sponsorship dollars,
Oh,
right?
you've
But
got more
again,
and
it's
more
more of a
creative.
business for business service instead of a direct sponsorship, if you
Yep.
will.
So you've gotten more creative as time went on as to different ways to support and grow.
Absolutely, we absolutely have to.
Okay. How about you personally? How do you maintain? I mean, I know this, you also have a full-time job.
Mhm.
You could probably work at just Project Echelon 7 days a week if you wanted to. How do you maintain that elusive work-life balance that everybody seeks after?
Well, coffee is everyone's number one friend, right? So check out Perk Coffee. They're actually our coffee sponsor and veteran-owned company out of Georgia. But the beautiful thing about what I do with Project Echelon is that it provides a physical outlet, and that is what our mission is, right? Like everybody has stressful lives. Everybody's got something going on. They've got kids, they've got commitments, they've got elderly parents, whatever it is. And we believe that physical activity can help to increase dopamine, serotonin, better sleep, all of those things, improve relationships. And so that is my outlet. That is what brings me work-life balance. And I just so happen to have, this additional stressor of Project Echelon on top of my job also be the thing that brings balance and purpose to my life.
Yeah, yeah. Don't neglect the time in on the bike or whatever the physical activity is. That's what replenishes you.
As soon as we finish this call, I'm headed downstairs to get ready to go for an hour and a half ride.
All
So
right. Let's shift gears and do some rapid fire questions. So in this case, we're looking for your best short, quick response. Who has been a champion in your life? Someone you either really admire or someone who's helped you accomplish what you've accomplished so far?
yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Thorsten Weems. He's owner of a company called Tracematic out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. He owns D&H Stamping, American Friction Welding, as well, and he grew that business from a small family-owned business to really an empire that it is today. And he's just done so through servant leadership and giving back to others. And he believes that when he does that, things will come full circle back to him, and they have. And so I've tried to embody that. And he's a longtime sponsor of our organization, and we have a really mutual partnership together. And one of those big things for me is being able to learn from how he leads.
Nice. What is your key to professional success?
Relationships. Put energy into maintaining positive relationships with the people you work with.
Good. And how about a must-read book?
A must-read book, Road to Valor. It's about Gino Bartali, an Italian cyclist during World War II that was smuggling IDs to help get people out of the country, and he was smuggling inside of his bicycle frame. And he saved hundreds, if not thousands, of lives by doing so. Road to
Wow.
Valor, check it out.
What's the last name of the author?
No, Gino Bartali is the athlete
Bartali.
that it features,
Okay.
but it's an incredible story.
Thank you.
Multiple-time Tour de France champion as well.
Nice. How about someone just launching a business or 501(c)(3)? What's your word of advice to them?
Stay true to your identity and your why. It's very easy to lose focus and to chase the shiny thing. But one of two things are going to happen. You're going to grow without purpose, and then you don't know why you're doing what you're doing anymore, or you're going to become misguided and become dispassionate about the work. And
Yeah.
it's hard work. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing, it's not worth your time.
Yeah. Great advice. Know your why and stick to it. Last rapid fire question. Where can we find you online?
Yeah, if you go to projectechelonracing.com or projectechelon.org, either one of those, you can check us out there, learn about our mission, learn how we go about doing that work. If you're a veteran, fill out the contact form. We'd love to get in touch and have you be involved. On that front page, you can also donate. It costs us about $500 per year per veteran that we work with. So if you can help us out in any way to support and sponsor one of our veterans, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Love it. Thank you. Two more questions to go. Is there anything you'd like to include in the form of an offer, an announcement, a call to action for the folks watching the video?
Take the time this holiday season to identify a veteran in your community, to thank them for the sacrifice that they made, and to just do something kind, shovel their driveway, bring them a gift, bake them some cookies, and listen to their stories. They have amazing things to share, and we can all learn something powerful from them.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I mean, I often hear people say, thank you for your service. And to me, sometimes that just sounds disingenuous. And then they
Mm-hmm.
move on to whatever they were going to say.
Yeah.
How's that received, if you could speak to that?
Yeah. For me, get to know the person first before you say that. Know why you're saying it. Again, hear their stories, shake their hand, know the person before you thank them for the action. Most of them, they were just doing what they felt they were called to do, just like you might be a teacher or you might be a firefighter or whatever. That was just what their life calling was. And they're not expecting additional recognition for it. And sometimes it is disingenuous to say that without recognizing the person first. So use person first language, get to know the person, and then thank them for their service, after you get to that point.
Yeah, thank you. And then last question here, all topics are wide open. It doesn't necessarily need to be veterans or a nonprofit or racing, all topics. What's most inspiring to you these days?
I think when people can start something from nothing, when they can have an entrepreneurial spirit, they can think outside of the box, they can galvanize other people around them to believe in what they're doing. Our attention is so spread thin today that getting other people to believe in your message is something powerful. And so find that ability in yourself and cultivate it. And yeah, for all the business leaders out there, I wish you luck.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. We appreciate it. And thank you for being our guest on Everyday Champions in Business. And as a thank you for sharing your story, we're going to send you a copy of the book, How to Be a Champion Every Day, autographed by the author, Super Bowl winning champion quarterback and MVP, Joe Theismann.
That's
So
awesome.
keep an eye
Thank
out for that.
Yeah.
Eric, it's been a pleasure meeting you and hearing about your story. Visit, what's the website again?
Yeah, projectechelonracing.com. And Echelon is Echelon. It's like the echelons on the military sleeve.
Got it. Visit their website, donate if you can, and also if you are a business owner or owner of a nonprofit and you'd like to participate in Everyday Champions in Business, click the link at the bottom of the YouTube video and schedule your own interview. We'd love to share your story as well. Eric, thanks again so much. Have a great rest of your week, and we wish you much prosperity and success.
Thank you so much, Rob.
All right.